Hello dear children. Now we are going to continue with our chapter Light, in which a little bit more portion was left, that is about the shadows and eclipses. Okay, so just little bit you have to know about how shadows are formed and what are eclipses. First is, how are shadows formed? If an opaque object, what do you mean by opaque object? Opaque object is an object through which light cannot pass. You have transparent objects through which light passes very easily. Like you have glass. Through glass light passes, so we can see through the glass, isn't it? But opaque objects are objects through which light cannot pass. Like the wooden table. So through the wooden table the light will not pass through, isn't it? So it is an opaque object. So if an opaque object is placed in the path of light, it obstructs the path of light and a dark patch is formed on a screen placed behind the object. So you see here there is a source of light, there is a bulb here, and this is the opaque object. So when light goes in straight lines through this, light cannot pass through because this object is opaque. So it will just pass from the sides like this. So all this area where the light is not able to pass, there you will see a dark patch. Okay. This patch is called the shadow. This is how shadows are formed. So when an opaque object comes in the path of light, then you see a dark patch. So these are the areas where the light is not able to pass through. Okay. Because this opaque object will not allow. So light will come and bounce back. Okay. From here. So this area does not receive any light. That is why we call it as shadow. Now, what are the different parts of a shadow that we will see? When a light is shined on an opaque object from a point source of light, then we can see only a dark patch on the screen. So you can see here, this is a point source. Okay, point source means a very small source of light. So when from this small source of light, the light falls on this opaque object, then the light is not able to pass through. The light will not pass through this. Okay, so all the area, all the light which is striking this area, that part we will obtain as a dark patch on the screen. On the screen you will see it as a dark portion. Okay, no light is reaching this portion. So it is called umbra. Okay, the portion where no light reaches on the screen, this is called the umbra. Okay, now when light is shined on an opaque object from an extended source. Extended source means a little bit larger source of light, like if you have a tube light. Okay, the source is big. Then what happens? From the sides, you see that from the sides, some light comes on this side. Okay, initially you had the whole cone as black, no? Now from the sides of this, some light is able to come on this side and this side. So it will not be very dark. The central portion will be dark, but the sides will not be very dark. Okay, they will be partially dark. So that partially dark portion is called the penumbra. Okay, so we have here a dark patch, here umbra, and the sides we will have penumbra. Okay, it is surrounded by on all sides by a light path. So when you see the shadows of any object falling on from the tube light, if you place your hand in front of the tube light, you can see that you will see that in the shadow there will be a dark portion and also it will be surrounded by a lighter portion. So the lighter portion is called penumbra. Okay, where a little bit of light falls on this area. So the central portion is called the umbra and the surrounding portion is called the penumbra. Now eclipses. Eclipses are example of formation of shadows in nature. Okay, so shadows, they are formed in the nature because of sun, moon and earth. There are two kinds of eclipses. One is solar eclipse and another is lunar eclipse. So this is very simple. You just have to see the diagrams. Okay, so on a new moon day, when the moon comes between the sun and the earth, see here moon is coming in between the sun and the earth. Sun is also very big. Okay, and earth is also big as compared to the moon. So what happens? Because moon is coming in between, the moon will cast its shadow on the earth. So the shadow of the moon will fall on the earth. So this is called a solar eclipse. So When does the solar eclipse occur? It occurs on a new moon day when the moon comes between the sun and the earth. Moon is coming in between the sun and the earth. And the moon casts its shadow on the earth. So here you can see a small patch. Okay, this is the shadow of the moon on the earth. So this is called a solar eclipse. So if I show you the diagram, you have to identify which eclipse is this, whether it is a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse. Then next is lunar eclipse. On a certain full moon night, when the earth comes between the sun and the moon. Here the earth is coming in between the sun and the moon. So remember what comes in between earth. So the shadow of the earth will be formed on the moon. Shadow of the earth is formed on the moon. Okay. So this is happening here. See here, moon is completely covered by the shadow of the earth. So we won't be able to see that moon there. So that is called lunar eclipse. So you have to study these two eclipses.